Hi everyone, Kim here from Kimber Creations, stopping by and going to show you my version of the 3D box cards with using only one piece of paper, cardstock. Super easy, super fun. Now these ones that I have done previous are with two pieces of paper, and so anyway, we'll get to that as we go. But I did find a faster and easier way to do it with just using one piece, and then so for video purposes I'm going to show you that way. So anyway, enough of me rambling. These are some of them that I have done up, and just kind of wanted to show you. I have one of my flowers on the inside there, so just real simple. Okay, here's another one. There's a little sentiment on the inside. It says, "Friends, fill your life with joy, your soul with sunshine, and your heart with love." So just real easy, and take just a few minutes. And now I had showed this one on a previous video called Friendship. So anyway, so what you're going to need is a double-sided piece of paper. I'm using the K & Company paper. Just it's a little bit sturdier. And so anyway, this is the inside, or that's going to be the inside, and this is the back side, the front side. And so anyway, you're going to need a piece 12 inches long, and then you're going to cut it 5.5 inches tall. And then you're going to take your scoreboard, whichever you prefer. I just happen to have Martha Stewart scoreboard, and you're going to score it at 2 inches, and then again at 5 3/4, and then 7 3/4, and then your last score line is going to be 11.5, and then you'll have like that half-inch mark left over. So let me get this out of the way, and then you're just going to fold on your crease lines, and I'm probably folding it there, trying to go. Sometimes I go both ways just to get a good crease in there. So anyway, and then you'll have base all done. Okay, so now we've got to get our opening in there. Now I've seen different ones use, the different Sizzix dies, whichever, frame, however you want to do it. I've also seen where they, just kind of measure equally on all sides and then cut it out that way. Well, me being old school, I'm just going to use my oval cutter from Creative Memories, and it comes with, whoops, here's the third one. It comes with these different blade settings, and I'm using the smallest one. So all you do is determine what you want for your opening, whatever that way, and you line it up, and you go ahead and you cut out your window. Like I said, you can use whatever you choose to use. I just happen to do this one. And so there you go. There's your opening. Whoops, there's your opening, just like that. And now we'll have to close it up. So you just take some of your adhesive. You could go ahead and use your red sticky tape, use whatever. I'm just using, this happens to be a real cheapy one, Durace, but it works really well because that's what I use. And I don't have one of those big tape runners. So anyway, you just line this up, and I'm trying to see what I'm doing here. Anyway, this up. And crease that down. And there you go. So your box is almost ready to be done. Then you're also going to take a piece of your paper, and you're going to cut it 2 inches wide by 5 3/4 long. Okay, and then you're going to need another piece, and this piece is going to be 3 3/4 long by 2 inches. And then I'm going to show you what you do with those two. This is going to be for that inside, your inside pieces. So then you take your longest piece, and then you just take 2 of the top corners. As soon as I get it on my board here, take 2 of the top corners, and you're going to cut a 1-inch square out. And you take your ruler, whatever, and I just measure down 1 inch, go in 1 inch. I same over here. You go in 1 inch and down 1 inch. There's probably an easier way to do it. That's just how I do it. And then you're going to take your scissors, which I'm trying to find, and you just snip those off. And then you're going to get that side. And there you go. Then, so your piece looks like this. The next step you're going to do is you take a border punch. Doesn't matter, whatever you prefer. I just happen to have this Martha Stewart one handy. So then, you take and make your punches. Like so. And there you go. And then you go ahead and fold those down. Now you could take, and score those down. I just fold them down, no biggie. So it's already like that. So then you're going to take your second piece, and this is that 3 1/4 by 2 inches, and you're going to go ahead and punch that out as well. Okay, then we move all of our little shavings aside. Okay, then your piece is going to look like this. I like to put the opposite side on, so it's like this. And then you're going to take some pop dots, 3D pop dots or squares, whatever, things that you have. They're these little tabs. And then you place those on the back. Determine which way you're going to have this. Now you could have there's like a bazillion and one ways to do this. You could have had where this piece, was going like this, and this piece on top. I just chose to do it this way. Whatever. So then you take off all your tape stickies. Put those aside, and of course they're sticky on me. And then you're just going to go right underneath, that line, and there you go. Now I said 2 inches just because I like to be able to hold on to, you know, the piece of paper as you're, you know, doing your decorative edge. At this time, you can go ahead and then just take your, you know, your cutting knife and go over it, or, you know, cut that off, or you just leave it there. For time being, I'm just leaving it there. You're not going to see, you know, anyway. And then you just add some adhesive to the back, or to the, you know, the front of the tabs, because they go back. And you place it inside your box. And you just go up a little ways. I guess depending on, you know, how big your opening is, determines where you're going to be placing, you know, how far up you're going to be placing the inside. Since this is a little bit wide, bigger opening, I'm just placing it, and you got to make sure that it's level. And I think, yeah, I think that just needs to be moved a little bit. I think that's pretty good. So anyway, there you go. And it's all ready to embellish. And you can do that any way you choose. You can add, you know, the little gems, you know, ribbons, or flowers, ribbons, you know, whatever. Just go wild with it. So anyway, that's all there is to it. And then, you know, the cool thing is, you know, to be able to send it off, excuse me, to be able to give it to someone, you just fold it down. And two, it depends on what you've put on the inside. Like this one, I'm not sure how I'm going to completely fold it down, but, you know, my thought is just to decorate up a little bag real nice and have that in there. However you choose. There's no right or wrong way of doing it as far as I'm concerned. And so there you go. I hope this has helped a little bit. It does go a little bit quicker, and so have fun with this, and we'll see you soon. Bye.